Hey hustlers, Miles here. And in today's video, let's talk about the 3 biggest keyword mistakes on Etsy that are costing you sales. Hey, welcome to Hustle Endeavor. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. So, in this video, we're going to go over the 3 biggest mistakes I see a lot of Etsy sellers making. Optimizing your listing on Etsy is the best way to make more sales and increase your profits. You can pretty much do a great job at everything else, meaning you could have the best photos, the best descriptions, the best branding. But if you don't know how to use keywords effectively on Etsy, then you're going to have a hard time selling anything in your niche. One of the reasons why I suddenly started being so successful on Etsy was I took the time to optimize each of my listings with the right keywords. So let's go over the basics. I see a lot of people online, they confuse a niche for a keyword. So a niche is basically the category of the product which you're selling. So if, for example, fishing is a niche. Keywords are basically the terms that someone would use to search within that category. So within the overarching fishing niche, there's fishing shirts, fishing rods, bait, etc. So there's really 2 main places on your Etsy listing where your keywords matter: the title and the tags. So let's talk about the title, which brings us to mistake number 1. Not using the full 140 characters in your title. Now, Etsy allows you to use up to 140 characters in your title, and a mistake I see a lot of Etsy sellers making is not making full use of the characters. If you're not using up all your characters, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table and you're not appearing in as many searches as you could. Basically, the more searches you appear in, the more views you get, and the more views you get, the more opportunities you have that someone may potentially buy your products. So you want to make sure you're using the full 140 characters. However, this doesn't mean that you should keyword stuff, and by keyword stuff I mean using the same keyword over and over again. That's redundant. What you want to do is you want to use different keywords and search terms in your title around your niche. Also, you want to be as specific as possible with your keywords in your title. So let's say your product is a funny shirt to do with cats. Using cat shirt as a search term may be a little broad. However, you could drill down and perhaps put funny cat shirt is a little more specific. You want to mainly use long tail keywords in your titles in order to be more specific. And if you don't know, long tail keywords are basically a phrase that contains 3 or more words within it. One big tip also is that Etsy considers the keywords at the front of your titles to be the most important. So you want to put the main keyword that you're trying to rank for at the start of your title. So again, if I was trying to rank for funny cat shirt, then that would be the first keyword I'd put at the start of my title. Now this brings us on to mistake number 2. Using keywords that are way too competitive. It's much easier to make sales on your Etsy products when you're competing with less people. If there are tons of the same sorts of products, then it's easy to get lost. This is why generally you want your keywords to be long tail keywords versus short tail keywords, as this will be easier to rank for. So let's have a look on Etsy. So if I type in cat shirt has over 30,000 results, which is a hell of a lot of competition to try and sort of be found. So you probably don't want to use that as your main keyword. So let's see if we can drill down. You can actually get some ideas from Etsy's search bar. It actually gives you suggestions. So let's take a look. So let's have a look. Cat shirt in pocket. Let's click on that one. So cat shirt in pocket has just under 400 results, which is a hell of a lot easier to rank for, to get your products on the first page than competing with 30,000 people. But we can probably drill this down even further. So I put funny cat shirt in pocket. That has 143 results. So as you can see, if I'm only competing with 100 people, that's a lot more manageable and a lot more easier to make sales than if I was competing with over 30,000 people. So you really want to drill down with your keywords. The third and final mistake that I see a lot of Etsy sellers making, and perhaps they don't know this, but using the same titles for each of your products within a niche. So generally, Etsy only shows one of your listings per page for each search result, as they want the Etsy to have kind of a boutique feel. They don't want it to just be, they don't want one page to just be overloaded with one person's products. So if you're pulling your products up within, let's say, you're just putting fishing shirt at the start of all your titles within the fishing niche, then you run the risk that all your products are going to be pushed back to further pages. So what you want to do is you want to change your keywords up slightly that you use within the same niche, so you have an opportunity to get them on the first pages for a slightly different keyword. So an example of this would be funny cat shirt on one listing, and on another you might put sort of funny black cat shirt. Again, doesn't have to be tremendously different, just a slight variation so that it has its own opportunity to appear on the first page of a different search. So there you have it, guys. 3 mistakes, just run over them. So number 1, make sure you use the full 140 characters in your title. Number 2, make sure that you use keywords that aren't too competitive. And number 3, make sure you change the title slightly in each of your products within one niche. So there you have it, guys. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Keep hustling, and I'll see you in the next one.